I'm here, but we're gonna leave it on the starting soon screen. Get through the last song, just because we still got 3 minutes till it unlocks. We got a couple minutes. Because I have that part muted. No burrito this time. Most of that shit turned off. I'm starting soon. Oh, Lamone, when are we finishing the new Phineas and Ferb season? Unless you already finished watching all the episodes. Honestly, the timing's going to be perfect. 2 minutes left in the song. It's 1:40 until it unlocks. Here. Honestly, though, what's been bugging me though is like today I've been just going through YouTube at work. There were people who got to do the preview event and stuff, and were posting spoilers on YouTube with like spoiler titles and spoiler thumbnails, and like the game, and apparently the dates on them was 2 weeks ago. What the hell? And people are posting things from this morning, and it's like, come on. The second I saw that it was there, I went, do not recommend. Stop recommending this person. But the fact that people are doing it with this, yeah, seriously. I was frustrated about it. Oh, hey. It has unlocked. Stop music. We're already here. Keeping an eye on volume to see if I need to turn it up. I'll turn it up slightly. Like here. All right. We'll put it at 6. First things first. A couple of things we have to fix. Prioritize performance, for one. Make sure everything else is good. I want to turn off the volume coming from the controller. Just because you won't be able to hear it either. All right, let's do the recap first.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs.
He said the thing.
When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
Indeed.
Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The death stranding was
They said the thing again.
Humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died.
Thank you for the giant text telling me who people are.
It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phosmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together.
Even though he technically doesn't even want to
By extending
see
the
people.
network across
Oh yes, do white on white. Yeah, that's great.
you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
Terrorists.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes.
Yeah, this is a recap of the previous
His
game.
commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable dead man, yours truly. I'd like to
Thank you,
we
Guillermo del
became
Toro.
the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lakna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body. Hartman.
Honestly, Hartman was one of my favorite characters in the first one. He's very silly.
And for 3 minutes, his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the death stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile. Leader of
Oh yeah, that's right. You can actually lose legs.
Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after
It was to
midnight,
kill innocent porters. I mean, that makes sense, honestly.
As
I'll
your
probably
friend,
shut up during
you
actual
would stop
cutscenes,
at
but right now it's
nothing
just the
to see
recap.
you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal.
I Troy Baker. Indeed.
The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future.
Peak Troy Baker experience.
Your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding. A secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time. And the terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam.
It's, yes.
Had to be done.
More than likely, it'll be on PC in about 6 months.
America rose from the ashes as the UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB. To save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
All right. There we go. New game. Normal. I forgot it does the birthday thing. In Cancer, Pisces, Cetius, and Delphinus are said to be more susceptible. I believe that such individuals are fated to walk a path fraught with disgrace and turmoil. Once there was a split. Thing that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Okay, so now it's just essentially like recaps. A bang that echoed throughout each things. Lost spirits of the dead found their way into our midst, where they came in contact with the living. And since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, drawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept towards extinction. Unite what was left of America. Her name Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby called Lou. That's a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent. Months later. Yeah, I think they did expand on a lot of the gameplay. Everything I've seen from like the trailers and whatnot.
Me?
Fixed a lot of my big
borders.
issues first.
Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? quick systems turn into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? -61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown.
This is what we can't carry on. Sure, we'll find out. It's like I haven't really watched any of the interviews or anything like that. I've watched the trailers, and that's really it. I'm impressed with how good it looks, even on performance mode, and not on a PS5 Pro. The child. Gotten so big. Sometimes I chug the good. That I mean, that's true. It definitely was not a game designed for last gen hardware. But like they've done some magical things with this engine. I did watch some of the like some of the digital extremes, or not digital extremes, whatever it is, like their performance review, and they said like the game runs shockingly well, and I can already kind of tell that is the case. Like I'm not seeing, like, just going down the ridge, the fact that it's showing the kicking up of the dust, and I'm not seeing any obvious giant frame drops. Is, you know, a pretty solid indication. Oh, they changed the button for that. Because I was playing the original one on PS5 earlier, and like they changed the pulse is neat. They changed the button on me because it used to be R1 and now it's L1. It's a little annoying, but so far the rest of the controls are mostly the same. Yeah, still got jump. That. Interesting. And they still kept that. Oh! They're hostile. I see. Oh, then change that button too. That used to be square.
We're pretty far from home.
Interesting. So, like, so. Oh wait, no. I think it was L1 for that because it was also the thing because R1 was hold breath, if I remember correctly. But the pickup definitely button has been changed because it was square, and I know that because I had accidentally jumped off a vehicle. Potential gate.
Feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
That's different. That's new. Because yeah, one of my biggest complaints, my two biggest complaints was the lack of music just from like doing gameplay stuff, especially later in the game. And very samey environments.
You're all right.
Take the baby.
Let's go and get you fed.
Stupid motion controls for soothing the baby. Oh, child's still upset.
Well, now someone's in a good mood.
Okay. Now better. Okay, so like, because like that was one of the biggest things, especially Lose no longer directly connected. Yes, that is true. I mean, technically he can sense them. It's just, you know, won't be able to see them at the very beginning.
Great. Wait, gotta move.
Yeah. Rain. Because the biggest thing is, like, you get the upgrade later where then you can save, like, keep the destination for your checkpoint up at all times. And that kind of bugs me a little bit that, like, they took that away. I don't understand why they would. But I don't know if that means we're going to encounter BTs before getting back. Also, I kind of really like the trench coat over the, like just the normal suit that he wears for bridges. It's definitely a different look. Man, it was so hard to avoid video because like content creators and whatnot were playing the game this morning, and it's like I had nothing to do at work and. Oh. That way. So normal rain. That's what I'm noticing. Wait. Better? Where? No, not that. There it is. Very different interface. I can already tell that's a very different interface. Hold on, let me see that. Oh, I see. I see. So it's like this, and then like, you can swap through things. Interesting. I like that. It feels very feels much more organized. But also, yeah, I didn't think about it. Then it's not timefall, it's normal rain. Yes. Uh-oh. I like how Lou has a matching hood. Oh, well, now it's timefall. The BTs, they're here. Oh, oops. Wait, what? What? They're just ignoring him? Sure. Huh? Wow, and the base is cloaked. Yeah, hidden base. Well, song a little on the nose. Just a little bit.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad.
Cute.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Aw.
Come on, open up. There you go.
Hmm? Oh, fragile. All right, now ad's over. I should have paused. My bad. But yeah, song is only a little on the nose. That knife. No, that knife. The regular sword. That was the thing the first thing I noticed. In director's cut, they took out the Monster Energy references. And it was Bridges Energy. But I'm curious if they decide to actually bring back
Who are you?
product placement.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
I mean, with the hidden base, it was very clear he didn't really want to be found. I mean,
Wow. Lou's growing up fast.
ooh.
You two look good. Like a happy family.
The child.
Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
What? Ooh, it goes straight into. You can go read up about like what they're talking about as they're talking about it. Ooh, I like that a lot. Clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain, the multiple jumps. Place on the body. The exact cause are still unknown. Possible that performing jumps while suffering one's life. Interesting. Ooh, and it gives all these. Okay, so what are the gatequakes? Earthquake-like phenomena that are triggered when matter passes through the plate gate. Seismic, strongly influenced by tar currents. Then what are the plate gates? Only other person that did the repeating. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, do they not have anything on the plate gates? I guess not. All right, that's fine. My dad didn't really explain plate gates are.
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
It almost sounds too convenient.
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together, helped it be reborn as the UCA.
The gloves are still weird.
But I'm afraid the death stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So
I'm surprised they haven't. Eventually, they'll release that plush.
And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
He's not?
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, a pass for 1,000 has revolutionized the whole process.
So all the robots that they were working on in the last game.
Carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs.
Well, yeah, if they're outside the network.
I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did.
Oh, the results were close. Yeah, I mean, they sometimes worked for longer deliveries. They just didn't work well.
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Wow, choices.
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT.
More recap info.
And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion.
That does look like a massive explosion, yes.
Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
So the environment there.
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. the timefall storms are growing more intense as well.
Oh, jeez.
And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly.
Count the number of tangible.
While
Yeah.
humans grow old and frail in the blink of an
And that's why, because most people were just sort of
Timefall
out in
also
hiding.
exhibits the appearance of BT
just because of how screwed up everything was.
So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Interesting. So it's much more. So outside of there just being timefall, there's actual like natural events that happen, which is interesting.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern.
Like it makes it. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried about.
They're conducting there is important.
Because before you could just like
Very important.
hold on and brace and just
He'd like to tell you in person.
go, and that's gonna make things even harder. Any other reasons?
That was one reason. You got more?
I do, and this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them.
It's also the fact they should still have human porters because they had
You were the first person in the world
the
to
weapons
carry
from Sam's blood from the first game. It's not like they would have gotten rid of those weapons.
I guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control, claiming it for their own?
Because also there was a
It's not like that.
big part.
They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people.
Like that was a big part of the ending of the original was
Instead of turning to an established
that linking
government
everyone up
agency like
caused issues.
the UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though?
He's the great deliverer. It's true. That is what he's known for.
Take my kid with me. If I do this,
Wait, his hat just says YV.
work for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise we'll
Days.
be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
I like how he's still drinking the Timefall beer. In the first game. Nice touch. Episode 1, Sam. It is interesting how, as part of their like way to keep the base secret, it's hidden beat. It's like fake projected BTs.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Activate ring term. Yeah, so that replaces the cufflink from the first game.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network.
Does he actually still have the Cupid?
Utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage.
Of course. Of course.
Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT,
Wait.
the void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful info. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select
Cargo management.
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its It's
Okay.
an excellent idea to... We've given you some additional equipment.
There's the additional
Mainly because
supplies.
all these
A
weapons
gun.
can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to
That's how they get around that. I'm like, wait a minute, but in the trailer they show that you're using actual guns. Holster. Cool rat. Ooh, so you have much more space for things.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to
It's so much cleaner.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
You have real ammo.
See
True.
your destination?
But it's
There's a river
the way they change the inventory management. It's so much cleaner.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
A lot of details. Point of interest. Yeah. So then what you're saying is we want to do...
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what happens. You can face these challenges head on, or try. How you get to your destination is...
Interesting. So it like actually gives you risk assessment and everything. That's pretty neat. That gives you much more reason to actually plan your stuff out in advance instead of just sort of winging it.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
This wasn't also part of the last game, was that all the connecting was a bad idea.
It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges sorted out.
But sure.
Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But
I
at
see.
best, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Nah.
No more baby food for you.
Don't you get fragile any trouble while I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
I'm gonna jump the line a little bit. Back in his classic outfit. Bandits. Everything like, and all the.
Let's get this done.
See, okay. So we have the dedicated science menu. We have field wear. What? Ooh, okay, so here's the boots. There's the hat. Wear a hat or wear it backward. See. And the sunglasses. They give you so many more options for things. I absolutely appreciate that. It's a very nice touch. Yeah, the Luden's mask, but I like that they also give you normal sunglasses and the fact that they give you the option to wear them on your head. It's like, I see. Options for the sake of options. Like, I mean, I'll take it. Okay, I see. So then now, essentially everything's in the whole thing. So then here's your handgun. And it actually shows you, like, what they're better for, too. Interesting. And then there's the canteen. And there's the blood bag. And there's that. And there's the strand and peeing. So, yeah. They just, like, reorganized everything. And so all of the tools and whatnot are under a single menu. And I absolutely appreciate that. And then you just have a full-on cargo management thing. Like auto-arrange, offload, rearrange on the fly, upload contents. Oh, and you could just... Interesting. So that you just take the backpack off if you need to. Okay, am I going the wrong way already? Dang. Just the quality of life changes that they've done. The last one that, you know, I still want, and I believe it comes into play later, is the fact that the normal traversal still has no music. Which, from my understanding, that does come into play later, and that they actually did give... Because I've seen people make the joke of Sam finally found an iPod. Yeah, the fact that I can't keep spots going at all times is a little annoying.
Nice.
Headache pills. Okay, so there's still the normal lost cargo and all that fun stuff. So yeah, the normal moment-to-moment gameplay is still, you know, it's still Death Stranding. Just fine. Like a coupon. Yes. Oop. So we're over there. Dude. And I'm guessing the fact that they give you a gun right off the bat means they're a bit more ruthless than last time. Wait, hold on. What was that about marking enemies? Use L on old.
We're in enemy territory now.
What? Hold on. What is this MGS5 bullshit of marking enemies? Hold on. I want to switch to this. Truly. I mean, there were stealth mechanics in the last one, but this is like literally the MGS5 style bullshit. Sure, I'll take your climbing anchor. Okay, so we have that dude over there. Okay. But already we're getting like some decently varied environments. The fact that it went from like desert and rock to like, hey, here's an abandoned highway. It's gonna get a cute custom music would be sick, but we'll see. Like, I actually really like the soundtrack. Wait, what? They did? Shit. I actually made it through without getting spotted beyond like the one dude. I have to keep an eye out. But no, like already with the varied environments, the fact that they have very Metal Gear Solid 5 style like marking the enemies and moving through like big open environments that have enemies in them. Damn. Because the thing is, they still have stuff like improvised weaponry, be able to just like pick up a box and use it to knock a dude unconscious. Which is always one of my favorite things to do. Well, that and the bolo gun, which I'm sure will be back soon enough. What? Uh-oh.
Get it together.
Wow, it wouldn't let me hop the fence, but it would let me do that. That's annoying, but fine. That was indeed the danger slide. Oh, they changed it because it used to be just like the same button as jump for the climb. They changed buttons and I'm still not used to it. Because they switched essentially what was on square, triangle, and X. It's like, but why?
Sandstorm.
Uh-oh. Seriously, I thought I could make that jump. So we're that way. That's all right. Cool. Oh, that's a bad sandstorm. The fact that there's lightning strikes, yeah, the environments are so much cooler than last time. Like, they had the windstorms in the last one, but it wasn't like this. Damn. Alright, put gun away. The fact that that's just a one-button thing, instead of, like, having to go back into the menu and unequip it. Okay. Because, like, the big thing is, if a lot of your gameplay is going to be exploring the landscapes and trying to get from place to place, and you don't have interesting landscapes, people are going to be disappointed and upset. And it's the fact that they sort of let you in on what the hell's going on from the beginning. The fact that they've changed up a lot of the environments and made them way more interesting. And really optimized the UI. It's like they went and said, all right. So instead of people being upset of the core gameplay loop, what were some of the major issues people had with the game? And they went, all right, let's aim at those to fix. And they did. And this is not even an hour into the game, and I'm impressed with like what they've fixed and how they fixed it. The only thing that bugs me is I have been replaying the original on PlayStation to like get used to the proper controls and whatnot, and sort of, you know, have my side save that I wasn't playing on stream on here. And they've changed controls on me, and that's the part that's bugging me. But I can deal with that. Jeez, this is a rough sandstorm, though. Let's not go this way.
God damn.
And then I know I have a ladder. Yeah. Perfect. So then we should be almost there. Yeah. Because also my other thing is it felt like it was the same environment pretty much all throughout. And then, you know, obviously because of like the void outs and the explosion, it was just, oh yeah, let's just have rocks darted around because we want to make sure we abuse the hell out of this physics system. And there were points where it did become a pain after a while. Whereas right now, look, it's mostly flat. What? Sam's skills have improved as a result of his experience. Automated public assistance company.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Ooh. And it just does everything in one go, as it should have. Okay, resistance. Which is good, but the fact that they just have like a skill system now, I'm gonna have to look at that after this delivery.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? Guessing you ran into some trouble on the way? Everything's in decent enough condition, so it's all good.
Really? Oh yeah, because that's right. Because I fell like twice.
We wrote this stuff off as lost. It's just like everyone says. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online.
Okay.
The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Can you see through all that freaking dust? A starting point. First one taken care of.
Chiral network coverage.
This is not machine gun.
Now displaying your current Porter grade. Porter grade in.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use.
Yeah, I should probably see what they got for the private room.
You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
That's untenable corpse.
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far.
Yep. That makes sense.
Turned into a BT area.
That makes sense.
To prevent the emergence of BTs.
And there's
Facilitating their creation.
yeah, guess not, because it sounds like a lot of the incinerators were built on top of cliffs and stuff like that.
Only grown worse. All of these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack.
Are things in this region?
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue.
So they created their own problem, and now they're fucked.
The bandits willing, but so long as we remain connected to the network, you brought us more. Thank you. I'll get by the time you wake up, I hope.
All right then. Okay. Did you increase muscle time fall near incinerators? Yeah, because it sounds like they essentially created their own like big danger area. Ooh, fancy.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
entry added story this far. Okay, and so it's all one thing this time instead of having to do everything separately. That is a nice change of pace. Because that bugged me so much having to do... Oh, do shower, then do bathroom. Nope, it's all at once. But no more piss grenades. What else we got in here? Gear. Okay, so it is this is the only option right now. Okay. That's fine. Nightmares on the beach. Hmm? Hmm?
Lou.
Are you alright?
Wait. How'd she get here so fast? Oh, wait. She teleported. Or the
I'll
thingamabob.
admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying,
Yes.
getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Convenient.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Yeah, it's the hologram.
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
View test weapons. Go to surface. You sync. Customize backpack. Customize look. I change the color? Ooh. Change color. Cool blue. Absolutely. Change color. Also in cool blue. Customize backpack. Now fabricate custom attachments to your backpack. Interesting. Toadstool. Oh, you can move it. Perfect. Wait, hold on, hold on. What is this? Change screen image. Hey, on these. I see. Wait, hold on. Where's the one of the good? Yeah, there you go. Link. Wait, what? Oh, that's also customized. Look,
Nice.
it's interesting that they do give you some of these features from the get-go. I appreciate it, for sure. Whoop. Go to surface.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
All right, let's see what you got.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have... We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate
Excellent.
materials on... Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to
In
with the
Mexico.
UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding
Neat.
your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order. I'll explain
All right.
the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Fair enough. Let's take a look. Villa
Your
Libre.
next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have it. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure. Timefall is cargo containers that are exposed to. If you carry a container, keep an eye out for the. On your way to, we left behind some spare. If you
Sounds
see
good.
there should be also.
Yes, I get it.
Generosity. Finally, each post box has a. So what do you think? Take your time to finalize. This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo, to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extra. Every piece of... So think carefully about your loadout. Run out of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. Please select an item to fabricate.
First things first, I want a machine gun. Me move these, give me a boot, and fabricate. Backpack. Now cargo management. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? What did I just do? This one I can put in private locker. This one I want on right shoulder. Then it should just be like this. Yeah. God, it's so much more organized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I just want to get to the point where I got vehicles back. Dang it.
Sign detected nearby.
Safe travels.
Keep on, keeping on. Time fall, all right.
Please give it your all. Perhaps you should take a break.
Wow. I'm telling me immediately to take a break. No. Something tells me that we are going to encounter a BT area at some point before reaching this destination. Just a thought. Just a hunch. Which is a little annoying because we don't get any anti-BT weaponry. It's just like essentially normal guns. What? Rising rivers. I see. It's a nice touch that that's a thing. But that's what ladders are for.
Definitely not alone.
I mean, normally they don't. The preppers don't, or these guys don't like coming out during timefall. Anything like the first one. But if I get too close, they're still gonna try to get me. They're just not gonna come out after me right now. God, already so much of this it's very clear. Because like the first one, there was a lot of very obvious, oh, they took this idea from what they did in MGS5 and sort of made some changes and did this with it. This is like so many systems feel like they're pulled directly from MGS5. Oh, they're still coming after me. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so it should just be relatively straightforward in this direction. Get out of my face! I'm gonna carry one of these with me. So we're gonna want to go through here. There we go. That's the shit I like. Uh-oh, shit. Oh, the way they handle the combat in this is sick. Because like they're throwing the things at you, so you do have to like be focused a little bit on stealth. But still, you still have your improvised weaponry. You have freaking guns. You can still beat the crap out of dude. It just feels like there's a bit of everything. And it's rad. This drink. Right. Square. Oh, I see. So no Bridges energy. It's just water this time, which is appropriate. And fine. But yeah, the changes to the combat are fantastic. What I'm hoping for is that the highways come back. Because those are so nice. Well, time falls almost. Okay. Should... Okay, that does not stretch far enough. Let's see if we can find a better spot to cross. Because the higher river makes things a little bit of a pain. Because obviously I cannot go through there. I only have one ladder. Up. We're going to have to find a different way around.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
That's fine. Where is the actual place where we need to go? What? What? Oh, it is right across this flooded river. That's fine. We just need to find a better way across, and I think it looks like that's a much narrower gap that I can put a... Yeah, that's looking much more narrow, and I can put a letter across that, and then we should be good. Because, yeah, even so far, an hour in, we've had, like, the city, highway region, the desert, the mountain, this freaking forest area. Like, they really went here. You wanted varied environments? Have varied environments. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. Getting across this river is going to suck.
Lost it there.
'Cause I truly don't know where I can, like, set up to get across this river. I don't. It's like, it is just right there where I need to go. I just need to find a way across this dang river. And because it's flooded, things become harder. And I have to do it. That's the thing. I'm trying to avoid having to ford the river. Ladder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll take it. There we go. That way I only had to ford half the river. All right, where is canteen? Perfect. I don't care about that marker. There it is. Oh. It's not a big drop, but still going to be afraid of that.
Okay.
Okay, found a better spot to go down. Yeah, here we go. Easy peasy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and now it just becomes a lot of the usual traversal. Dirt. Bit of bear. Over this ledge. And there it is. Vida libre. Carrying capacity and endurance. Ooh.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Here, have this stuff.
You're Sam, right? It does not look too bad.
Dang it.
Thanks for the delivery.
Still getting A ranks instead of my S ranks. Dang it.
I can get... Wait, so go ahead.
It's the edge. That's only 2 equipment. Yeah, like that's what's been what looks interesting is there are these skills and it's like actually changing some things. And there's the PCC. Hologram data.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Combat grade went up. Hell yeah.
Communications have been established. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well.
Nice.
If you're interested. not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason,
Huh?
the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months.
Huh?
Something's wrong with my body. I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday.
What kind of issues are you dealing with?
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood.
Oh,
The water
goody.
carried it into bandit territory. So
Oh,
we're in a position
goody.
to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and ain't all of the relevant, you can use it. So a new order has just come through for you.
Good.
Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the so once you're, I'll share it.
Excellent, excellent. Overall chiral density gauge. Okay.
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen
Yeah.
by bandits.
Guess so.
The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You might want to with him.
No, I don't want to use
better handle the
watchtowers.
situation. But that's not all, of course. This way you can think about what I told you and finalize your best of.
Okay. Okay, so it's just up there and then deliver it. Okay. Final preparations. You remove that marker.
Watch out for bandits on the road.
There's sound effects on them now. Goody.
Take care, Sam.
Where's my gun? A big gun.
Thank you, Sam.
So then, yeah, it's. I don't think it's up in the mountains necessarily. I think it's just like around the mountains. Should be fine. Okay. So then, yeah, it's up in here. Okay, and this gives me such a better view. So then, yeah, it's not up the mountain. It's like around and through this jungle, and then it is hidden in the mountains, which is why they suggest building a watchtower. But I'm not going to. We're gonna go in and beat the crap out of everybody.
Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
Chiral creatures. Every 1,000 CG of chiral crystals reduces weight load by 1 kilogram. Also, I want to take a look at.
A new feature has been made available for you.
Yes, I see it. I wanted to see the stats. This is interesting. Mastery. weapon mastery, carrying capacity, endurance, lung capacity, strand skills. Interesting. It'll work that way. Yeah. It makes sense that they do work that way, but I agree it should have worked that way in the last game. All right, some cover. That's also true. Map. Map. It does look like there is a path if I go around. Which is what I'm going to do. One should be this way, and then I don't have to go. And then I ran into a tree. I'm good at this. What? They're carrying off the cargo. I do not like those things. I just want to see map. Okay. So it is this way. And I am out of blood bags. Fine. Should be okay. So many of these stupid things. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like those. Those from the beginning. Yeah. I mean, the Kyro crystals from the beginning and not have to be like, oh, I guess I can't take those yet was kind of garbage. Map says I just keep moving and just keep on keeping on. Although not having a blood bag is annoying.
Grin and bear it.
Indeed. Just keep running up. At least this game. Yeah. Oh, I just realized how low my boots were. Well, good thing I brought extra. See, which way is it? That away. Okie dokie. Onward. Okay, so it is going to force me to make the watchtower. This is a tutorial on how the PCC works then. Okay. Here, select structure.
Let's do this.
Yeah. So that's built. But I don't need it. We're going in guns blazing, damn it.
This must be their territory.
Okay. R1 is crouch. Got it. Hold on. Where's sick? So I know there's a dude up on that hill. It's over there. Slowly. So I see one dude. There's the post box. I see another dude right here. All right, let him, Morgan. All right, so I see 3 dudes. Also, there's actually a passage of time. It's actually night. I think I can make it. Where's Zap? Wait, what? I'll take care of that in a second. All right, pause. All right. Bend. There we go. All right, well, time to go loud. Easy. I do not have my pack optimized. That's fine. $530 away.
Keep moving, keep pace.
We're almost ruined. All right. All right. There we go. Boots fixed. But it is very, like, absolutely insane just how much they went. They went back and said, "Oh yeah, that worked well for Metal Gear Solid 5." So yeah, when people. Oh.
Come on.
God, once again, the music choices are immaculate. Very, very good.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those
Indeed.
chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're...
S-Ring.
Perfecta. I swear it had never been outside. I just have to say that you're in... Looks like our chiral density... So?
Ba, 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 ba. Boys. Blood grenades. I'm fall shelter. Blood grenades can only mean one thing.
The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely... We can resume without a lag.
BT research keeping you busy, huh?
This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened out so massive that completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy but between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, we're gonna make it.
Hell yeah.
By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. Let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Whoa. Is this another earthquake? Yep.
Please seek shelter immediately.
But not.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit.
Oof.
The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
To surface. I'm taking blood grenades. Lots of blood grenades.
Departing facility.
Sunset will be occurring shortly.
Ooh.
situation. The delivery for the research lab
Oh,
is
yeah.
for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated. This may be due to the gatequake just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. We
Goody.
have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh, yeah?
Hold up.
By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the deep.
Interesting.
All right, Sam. You good to go? The
It's
new
a BT.
BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, there's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up any. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, an aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the.
Ooh.
So if you got room to carry a little extra, you're the only one.
First things first. Yes. 3. Pick one of these. I think we're good then. Let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, so I can just... Yeah, you can just take off the backpack.
Very impressive work, Sam. Hydration recommended.
That's sick.
Take care, Sam.
I can just build a timefall shelter pretty close to the area. What? Neat. And it's based on camera. Even better. Ooh. Potential gatequake detected. Nasty.
Gatequake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
Oh, I see. And then terrain is actually moving and rocks are falling. That's a nice touch. be hard to go back to the original with a lot of the changes, a lot of the like quality of life changes they've made. Gimme. Okay. So then this, select structure.
Construction process now complete.
Okay. So then I should be able to do this. Oh, hold on. Let me put on backpack. This. I should be able to, yeah, cargo management. Wait, grenade pouch. So then now I should be able to upload backpack. Go over here, equip grenades. Oh. Okay. Okay, come here, come here. Upload. Shit. They don't like the noise. Upload unusable. Not the greatest. I'm seeing two more over here. Sick. Yes, I'm going back to go grab it. That is sick. I like that a lot. Especially because there's more lost cargo in here. Like that XL one, I want to go grab that. The tar eruption samples. But I did go through a lot of grenades. Alright, where is it? It's up there. Okie dokie. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Time to shine, Sam.
God, the music's so good.
How you doing, Sam? Show 'em how it's done.
Because, yeah, already I can tell I'm probably going to buy this again when it comes out on PC. Just play through again at my own pace, my own time. It's like, I am impressed. Here. Yeah.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Yep, everything there. Oop.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this. Anyway,
Nope.
why don't you let me take a look at your orders?
Hell A life well liked.
Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Wow, Mexico's smaller than I thought. A nice. Firmware update. Anti-BT. What do you mean? Like the guns I have are you can change to anti-BT weaponry?
Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex.
No. Oh, the weather station guy.
Back in the UCA. I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance. And here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down.
What kind of weapons you got?
Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand.
I do.
Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose.
Right now.
Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions.
Good.
We seriously owe you.
All right, so what should we do after this?
It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The private room's so much fancier.
It's been too long, Sam.
Deadman.
You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes.
It's rude for him not to actually be here.
And for that reason, it holds
Dead
a
man.
wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there.
Makes
Nor
sense.
do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you
Dead
see,
man
is
silly.
shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink.
Sick.
But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, the kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English. They confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia.
So
They knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the death stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests.
So I guess we're also going to Australia.
An expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place.
So they can use the gate.
Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate.
Plate gate.
There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside.
There it is.
We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
Time to fight. Go to surface. Time for our first big boss fight.
Manifestation imminent. Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
Okay. So then if I do this. There's MP bullets. Wait. But by holding, so does the assault rifle, which where MP bullet. Okay, so I can use the machine gun. So I should have enough there. I'm gonna make another one of those. I'm gonna make 4 more grenades. Machine gun. I'll bring this over too. See. Yeah, I'm going to switch this to attach to suit. Okay, should be good to go. Oh, big. For big. Holy. Roll. And let me up. Thank you. Ooh. All right, where's my grenades? The fact that you have a button to just immediately switch out to new ones. Holy shit. More grenades. Place. Throw more grenades. Where are you? Holy. Come on. Almost have it. Almost have it. Where are you? Oh. Got it. That was intense for the first fight, for the first boss fight. Dang. Solid fight. Solid fight.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Oh, damn. Very good game so far. Honestly, I should have brought more grenades. But the ones I had kind of worked wonders. So I will take it. Grand reversal. Oh yeah. I guess we go see what Dead Man has to say. So I have to finish listening to his message.
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky, because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace.
For now, anyway, until they realize it.
By the way, the two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life.
It surprised me people were already not happy about that.
It's natural for children to be afraid of shots.
Oh no, they're showing vaccines.
Put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and placates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them.
Good for you. Good for you, dead man.
Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
He's dead? God damn. Because his whole thing was that he just, like, didn't think he would have a beach or just like this connection to the afterlife. Damn.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Damn, the game hitting hard from the get-go. We gotta take an order out of the terminal, which means we're probably heading back. Supplies fully replenished. Map filter. Map. All right, back to the surface. Yeah.
Hey, Sam. About that message Deadman left for you. I hope you understand
About it.
he wanted to tell you all that himself. He didn't want it to come from me or anyone else.
And that's good
Naturally,
on
we
him.
respected his wishes. We'll also be carrying on research in his stead. I'm sure you will, but please take care of that last order he left for you. On another note, you can now use your PCC to construct generators and bridges. Build them along your
Hey,
delivery
nice.
routes, and you're sure to make a ton of other porters very happy. Trust me. Who knows? They might end up returning the favor someday, too. Also, you can now fabricate tri-cruisers, trikes with 2 front wheels.
Hey,
You'll be able to build,
yeah,
design, or
bike
repair
time.
cruisers at any facility with a garage. Like this one. It's a battery-powered vehicle, so if you run out of juice in the wild, you can
Bike
always
time,
use your
bike time, bike
generator to
time,
recharge.
bike time.
Be careful not to run out of battery when you're outside network coverage. You can only use your PCC to build generators or any other structures when you've got a network connection. So without coverage, you'll either have to ditch a dead tri-cruiser or wait forever and a day for the solar panels to recharge it. Once again, thank you for linking up all of Mexico, Sam. Be safe out there, and pay us a visit the next time you're close.
Sam, I just reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. Any data concerning your life on the run has been erased. So once you've taken care of Deadman's final request, you can come straight home. Access the terminal on site for the details. I'll take care of Lou. Just focus on the job.
All right, let's see what we got. Deliver the present for Lou.
This custom cargo container is designed to be attached direct. The words
That's the chest. Okay, so I'm already sitting on enough of that. Let's go on. Suit.
tri-cruisers are now available for fabrication.
Hell yeah. Change color. Very important. Change decal. Porter. Head out. There it is.
Order accepted. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Bike time, bike time. Oh. It's time for sick bike tricks. Oh, cool. You can overcharge the battery now. Sick.
Jibber jabber jibber jabber jabbering.
Zach.
Walking towards the light that guides you home. Whisper,
Something tells me
whisper,
shit is gonna hit the fan once we get back.
Nobody is
Just a hunch.
if they bothered to see from the cage to bay.
I appreciate. I absolutely appreciate how you can take them over water, and that it's like, here, have desert, have flat land for a bit. Still got a bit to go. The freaking desert village, though, does look like it was taken straight out of MGS5. What?
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected.
What?
Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
I'm sorry, what?
Shelter is under attack.
They're in danger. I gotta get back.
What? What are those?
Who the fuck are these guys?
Damn fine question. Okay. We do have to stop this here really quick to fuel it back up, and hope that something isn't about to kill us before we get back. What? What? Unsuitable surface. Really? Where can I put it? Up here? Come on. I guess we're hoofing it. It's not that much further. Gonna weigh. Evil robos. Evil robo dogs? What? Ha! He! Ha! He! Ha! Who? Cyborg Ninja! What? But the Cyborg Ninja! I like him already. Never mind. Huh? What? Thank you, Cyborg Ninja. Just showing up, doing his thing, and leaving. Very Cyborg Ninja. But what? Who? Okay. God damn.
Gunfire detected at your shelter.
Gunfire.
Destruction of personal database confirmed.
What? We gotta get back. It's going down. Is in sight. Almost there. Yeah, like, straight up, there's definitely a point of, I have a feeling there's a lot of people who are going to skip the original and just play this. Because, like, damn, they get you into shit fast. Like, they listen to all the complaints. Like, you still have the slow, like, the slow minute-to-minute gameplay, but, you know, it's not even as slow as it was. Because, like, you have all the varied environments, you have the different weather effects, there's the fact that if you hit mule caps, you have way more modes of traversal to get around or take care of them. You get vehicles way faster. The fact that this is barely, like, 2.5, 3 hours in, and they've given you access to stuff that it took probably a good 6 to 7 hours to get to last time, at least. And they're doing just like a ton more with the story right off the bat to make sure you're introduced to things and all that. But
Nobody's home. Maybe outside. She's getting on too far from the shelter.
uh-oh. Oh, she's banged up bad.
Lou.
What happened to Lou?
I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Scooby Lou. Truly.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
Okay, that bike's pretty sick.
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Huh? So then where's... I don't like that it's just like a creepy version of BB's song.
I couldn't protect Lou.
There's no way they'd kill him off. There's no way. Huh? A baby BT? Huh? I have so many questions. Lou became a BT? What?
Can you see me? You can't.
That would mean Lou is dead. Like, actually dead. What? One month later. Jeez. That is such a dark way to start the game. What? And so now he has to cope. Oh, are you kidding me? And so now he's hearing the... Can games please stop hurting this year? Please? Like, seriously. Can games stop hurting? Can we just actually, like, enjoy games to enjoy games again? Huh?
There was no way for the two of us to escape together.
So is Lou, like, on the beach? Is Lou dead? What?
The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just
Okay, at least he's wearing pants. And so we have essentially the BB container with what looks like a BT, and the fact that Fragile can essentially jump people through her beach. I think Lou is technically not dead, but stuck and essentially trapped between realities, which is why it's a BT. But it's hard to know if he's dead or alive.
Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know.
No, like, she truly tried.
hurting yourself. Please.
The fact that he essentially keeps
Give me the gun.
trying to kill himself to go back to the beach to find Lou, and he can't die because that's kind of the whole point. Like, holy shit.
Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like this. Come take a walk with me.
This game is wild so far. He's not looking good. He definitely looks like the man who has lost everything.
Come meet my crew, Sam.
This is a very fancy ship.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
I am to start. The 3. What? Huh? Just straight on. Episode 2 is you. We see what the hell's going on with Lou, and then it's just, nope, we're going straight on to. Huh? So many questions. Yeah, that was fast. So many questions.
Intoxicants successfully purged. Blood alcohol content nominal.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait, hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. Lou's with me. You'll see us soon enough.
It makes me think there was more that I probably could have, maybe that I could have done, or stuff that, you know, I could have seen. In chapter 2. Maybe there was something else that was supposedly going on during that point that I missed. But it's honestly hard to know. What? Oh, interesting. What's your face? Oh, I see. Here. There was Sank. Sank. Of course he's seeing things. This has already just been a wild ride of a game.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
It tells me I'm getting more weapons
Here
later.
belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face.
Here we will by the end of the game.
Privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry. This is
Gross.
the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the Tarkarans. The downside being that we all have to bathe in caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam. You'll have to excuse me if
Thanks,
I don't
George
shake
Miller.
your hand.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah. Now the computer.
It's Mad
does
Max
most of the
himself.
work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the tower and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
Wow, those extra hands look very handy.
Huh. So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Well?
Ah, so Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not. It is an honor, Sam.
I like him already because I like how he's.
What? Puppet? No.
I like how he's low FPS.
And my own master.
This is Dolman.
Hmm?
A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it. He to be a spirit medium.
When I was still flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty. no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do.
I like him.
Which is why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped, though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted. We'll be waiting.
We'll take care of this prepping. Yeah, because it is 2 a.m.
You ready for another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
Yeah, I am enjoying the hell out of this so far. Like, it's been such a strong opening. I see. Yeah, sure, I guess that works. No one will ever know. Go to surface. Get back to the open world.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
I like Dollman. Already a very entertaining character. Like you gotta, yep.
You think you have a choice?
Huh?
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new.
Wait, what? How did Dollman see the visions too?
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
All right. Let's see. System save. Multiple save slots. Multiple save slots. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna end for the night because it is 2:15, almost 2:30 in the morning. So I'll be back. I think I had it set at like 12:30 in the morning. All right, like 12:30 in the afternoon. I might start earlier depending on when I wake up. But yeah, holy shit. Game's been a ride so far. Cannot wait to get back to it. So yeah. Till next time.